Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about something that will hopefully help you a ton in your gameplay, and one of the things that has absolutely changed how I play this game completely, and I wish I understood when I first started playing. So let's talk about the three most important items in the game. So there are three core items, that's these three tier 1 items that are basically mandatory if you're going to play this game optimally. Reason being, let's say you're going through and of course you're surcharging items, small talking, selling, all that kind of stuff. So let's say as you look through your inventory, you've got like your super high tier items, you've got your medium tier items, and then I'm working on tier sixes. So these would be like my normal items that I'm trying to surcharge. And then of course I've got my bottom items. So everything's going to go from, really high tier stuff, and then you're going to have your low tier stuff. So let's say something like this, it's 280 energy. A small talk for me is going to get me 154 at this point, or 153. So if I get a success, 275, it's not even close, right? So then when you're playing, it's like, okay, what do I do now? Because I can't surcharge this item. I don't want to just sell it normally. I don't really have any other items like a wizard hat that I want to just like suggest and discount or something. So having lower tier items is ideal for you to just be able to get the energy from that customer. They walk out the door and you have 163 energy now to work with. So if you want to rush crafts to then, start new crafts or whatever, then at least you have that option to go to a tier 1, suggest it, discount it, get the energy that you want from it, and continue on, right? So then when you're rushing more crafts like this, then it just gives you a ton more flexibility. The reason why you do these three, so these three items are all going to be on a mannequin. So you've got your leather, your cloth, and then your bracers. The reason is each customer that comes into your shop is going to be a different class. So this is a monk, this is a knight, this is a samurai, this is a musketeer, this is another samurai. So each of those different types of heroes is going to have different types of items that they're able to wear. So monks can only wear these types, and so you can only suggest those types, for example, right? But these three items will allow you to be able to suggest something to every single customer who comes into your shop. No matter who they are, you're able to suggest something to them. So let's say I small talk this and it's successful. I'll be able to sell it. But then I go to my next item, small talk, I can't sell it. So then there's always going to be a tier 1 item that you're able to suggest and then small talk that and use the energy to, let's say, rush another craft or something like that. So pretty much always I have these three items in my rotation. They're bookmarked, and it's something that I'm always crafting as I go. I would say honestly, your first three ascensions in the game across the board should be these three items. Why? Because resources spent decreases from 5 or 4 depending on the item. So this one is 4, the other two are 5, and it reduces the amount of resources spent. So see how these are only 1 resource each. So it reduces the total resources that you're going to be using when crafting these items. So it's going to make that a lot cleaner so that you're not wasting all of your tier 1 resources crafting these items, but then you can craft them within 10 seconds. So crafting 100 of them really fast is super easy, and you're able to stock your shop. Another really nice benefit of this is that because generally most people have more mannequins than everything else, the reason for that is that they take up the least room when they're level 11, and you get the most storage, where this will increase in size to have more contents for more spots, and it'll take up the least number of squares in your shop in terms of room. So most people have mannequins, which means that you can basically just have your mannequin stocked with these types of items, and if you have 100 or more items on display in your shop, it'll increase your customer flow. And so having, tons of these, stocking these at all times, means that I'm always having optimal customer flow in my shop. So I'm able to just surcharge, small talk, discount the tier 1s, and get the energy that I want. So for example, I have 0 energy and I really want to surcharge this at 275. I can discount the tier 1, go to another one, discount another tier 1, know that I have the energy, and can just continue on from there, whatever I want to do. And in doing this, you're not wasting any money on like buying fodder items for market. If you have a proper bin setup, normally this would be an oil. I'm just switching that out right now just because of what my rotation looks like. But generally you're going to have, just your 8 bins and then you focus on energy. I'm only level 51. I've only been playing this account for 6 weeks now, a little less than 6 weeks, and I'm already at 1500 energy. So even the tier 6s that I'm crafting right now, I can pretty much, well, I can two-shot all of them, or one and a half, in terms of discounting tier 1s. And so you're still able to sell through all of your stock really, really quickly, really efficiently. As you can see, like it's super quick, it's easy. I'm not needing to buy any fodder items from market whatsoever. But you can sell all of your stuff super quickly, super profitably, be making all of your own fodder, not wasting any gold from market. These should be your first ascensions, and it'll just make all of the rest of your selling so much more seamless, where you're always going to have something to offer every single customer, right? 200 gems. This has been wonderful. It's so nice. So here's another example. Let's say I want to rush this helmet, but I don't have the energy for it. And all I have is like these bigger items. Normally it's like you small talk that, but then you don't have any smaller items that you want to suggest. And it just feels really choppy. What do I do now? I need to go to market and buy more. But if you always have this tier 1 there, your customer's gone, it gets you out of sticky situations, and you're able to rush that helmet whenever you want to, and then move on to crafting whatever thing that you want to craft next, right? It just makes it so much easier. And then also, even for me, I have like tier 10 items, tier 7 items, tier 8, 9 items that I have double enchanted, and I have lots more enchants, which I want to get rid of. So that's something that I'm prioritizing. I'm trying to get through those items as much as I can. So let me give you an example. Let's say I want to sell like a really expensive item. Let's see if we can get one here. All right, so this is 640 energy, right? So it's almost half of my total energy pool. I don't want to spend like a ton of fodder items, but if I can just small talk some of these random customers and get, the 134 energy out of it, go to another one, small talk it, sell that one, and now all of a sudden, since I got at least a few in a row, I am now within 30 energy of that. It didn't cost me anything. I didn't have to sell tier 3, 4, 5 items at all. Like, it was really easy. All I needed was a couple of small talks in a row. And let's say I can go here now, discount that, surcharge that. I get the small talk, so I get the extra energy back, and I can refuse that. Super easy, super efficient. I sell the item, I get the million gold or whatever from the big ticket item, and I literally don't even have to use one fodder item, because I put as many bins away as I can. I focus on energy for the rest of my shop. I have my 3 fodder items always stocking my shop, and I'm able to sell through things at no extra cost, get as much gold out of it as you can, and have as much flexibility in terms of what you're going to do with your customers as possible. You can get out of any situation, utilize any customers for whatever you want, have as much energy as you want to rush whatever crafts that you want at any time, and just be able to continue playing the game smoothly instead of trying to rely on all of these different items that you need to buy from market. I genuinely think that these 3 items are the most important items in the game, and everyone should have them ascended, at least 1, if not 2, for the multi-craft, which I think is great. It just gives you more time to do everything else with your crafting slots, and then you just have that flexibility to do whatever you want with customers and sell through things. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully it gives you just a lot more flexibility and effectiveness in your play, and helps you to enjoy things a lot more. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope this helps. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a great day and a great week, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out.